Hello, everybody. This is Adavan, and I'm here with @Chaos Phoenix, and we're going to be doing the grind number 2 here on February 7th, 2018, and this is going to be Dog Wars. We're going to be grinding for costume parts at the Dog Pound. You might know Chaos Phoenix as Marcus, Marcus Titan.
Marcus Titan, that's right. Marcus Titan, Malcolm Mulgrim, Kid Kinetic.
Kid Kinetic, yeah, that was
yeah.
You love seeing him at Cosmics too. A lot of fun.
Yeah, he's more of a tank than Marcus actually.
Really?
Oddly, yeah. He's a more along the dodge tank type thing. Marcus is definitely a character build. So was Kid Kinetic, but he had a lot more of a cosmic influence.
Gotcha. Well, let's dig into
Cosmic
this.
ability.
Cosmic ability. Yeah. Let's dig into these guys here, and let's see if we can get some good drops.
Yes.
We'll do some chatting.
Yes, now we're talking. I miss this place.
I didn't even know this place existed until a year ago.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the missions you get in Vibora Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah. Okay. Do you want to lead or shall I?
Well,
I get it on with these guys?
I'm a single target kind of guy, so I'm gonna let you have fun, and I'll just support.
It's on there.
Oh yeah, you're chewing them.
I'll try to keep them off you.
That's okay. If I die, I die. If he dies, he dies.
And right away I aggro the room.
That's okay.
Lovely.
It doesn't seem to be bothering you that much.
Yeah, I guess not. I haven't put this guy through this gauntlet.
It's a good
even
test.
Though character-wise he would love it. This would be a haunt of his. Oh
yeah, kind of would be. We're going to reset all these to round robin. I'm going to pass on all this stuff because I have nothing here I need right now. So feel free to sell all this stuff off as you get it. Now, if this were Mass Fusion, I'd be like, "That's mine. Don't touch me." Because I'm a jerk.
Yeah, no, I'll save Black. Oh, maybe not. Here he comes.
No, that's not Black Fang. That's Tiny.
Oh, it's a bouncer.
Yeah. If you notice, look at the names on the names on the two bartenders over there. Tell me if you know what TV show they're from.
What's that? Sam
and
bartender and Dan. Oh my God, that's from Cheers. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Genius.
Yep, pretty good, huh?
Genius.
How long have you been playing this game?
Since about June 2011, roughly, just after it went free to play.
So June 2011.
Yeah, roughly. I made Marcus once, and then I erased him, not knowing you could.
Respec.
Respec, yeah. And so I remade him completely. It was more because of his height and his size and his costume. I said, I'll just make a new one. So I was on for about a week before I started.
Yeah, we just tearing through these guys. So,
yeah.
2011. Yeah, this.
Yeah,
not too much.
2011.
You basically killed Black Fang.
Yeah, you know what? I'm running with blues. I'm running with Merc gear, so it's kind of. I didn't expect to do so well. Maybe what level are we running at?
We're running at 40, but these guys are 38s.
We're playing at normal.
I don't know. Where are we set at here? Let's find out. That's a good question.
Yeah, we're
setting
on normal.
We're set to see round robin. You know what? Not even round robin. We're gonna go free for all, and you can go ahead and take everything.
Copy.
Let's see. Threshold.
When we get out, let's kick up the level to hard and keep on going up.
Not elite.
Just because.
Okay, we'll crank it up to hard, and if you chew through these guys at hard, we'll crank it up to elite afterwards.
Nice. And put on.
It can't be. I guess you can't really make it
put
too
on my
hard.
civvies. Yeah.
Chatting along. So, you've been playing since 2011, and that was before the big cosmic change.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was before mods.
Before mods?
And that was before mods, and they didn't have. I believe we were running more on a. We didn't really have the Holy Trinity. I was a silver account then, so I didn't have a lot of flexibility, but I was able to make a character build and last on that. You weren't really thinking about who was tank, who was healer, who was DPS, etc.
It wasn't so much of a big deal back then, huh?
Yeah, at least in Champions. I was playing World of Warcraft before this, and I really liked the whole creative aspect. So I left World of Warcraft and moved on to this, so I can build characters that I've either been working on from the pen and paper days, or the Champion pen and paper days, or just characters I had no ideas with.
So before we even get into the pen and paper aspect, just this game. Do you think it's changed a lot since even 2011?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tremendously. Goodness. Yeah, especially, I mean, if you look over here with the arcade cabinets, you remember when Atari had Champions, and all the arcade games were old Atari games?
That's right.
Like Moon Patrol and Asteroids.
Joust.
And everything. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have a picture in my Steam still of the arcade in Vibora Bay. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Battlezone. This was Battlezone. Fight Attack. Fight Area was Battlezone.
Like the tank game.
But still kept the Yeah, the tank game. Yeah. Yep. But it's still they still have the vector graphics and whatnot. It still looks the same. It's just a different title.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot has changed since then. I don't know where to begin. Whew. Playstyle. Oof. Well, obviously the community's changed.
Yeah.
Some of the old community is still around, of course, but there's a lot of new. Yeah, and the updates with the Q Zone.
Yeah,
and
that's
no
all.
More adventure packs. They pretty much, yeah. I actually like the Q Zone. I kind of refer to it lovingly as Naxxramas because of all the purple and the way the bosses work. And as soon as I walked in there, I thought, oh, this is Nax from Warcraft. But nah. I don't think going in there and referring to as Nax, a lot of people won't get it. So Q Zone it is.
Q Zone, yeah. Everybody says the War Zone, and all I could think was, the old Richty War Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Mass was fanatical about that area.
Oh.
That was his area.
Respect.
He would run raids and help out. It was just...
Yep.
He's really into that place.
Yep.
So,
but the thing I like about the Q Zone is it has that old feel where in the game you play it, but you have to think tactically, not just go and bash away at a group or a mob. You would have to, like, you have a follower there who's going to heal everybody. And in some groups, you'll have, like, 2 sorcerers who's going to throw up a damage shield. And you can't just rush in and hit everybody with your entire thing because the sorcerer's going to be up there throwing up his shield, and so-and-so's going to be, I can't remember what they're called, but they bring up the worms, and the worms start just throwing heavy DPS at you. Yeah. It's, if you take down the sorcerer first or the follower first, it's easier. You can manage it.
awesome.
You can manage it. And it just feels good. It's hard if you just go at it, with your head and, horns forward, but it's fun if you break it down tactically.
Gotcha. I just realized I have some channels up. I'll be editing those out. But yeah.
Sorry.
There's I don't. This game seems to be a lot softer on strategy than some of the others I've seen.
Yeah, I agree.
You can literally, if you got enough Jews, you can literally just mow through every zone.
Oh yeah. The other day I was doing a Nemesis mission with a friend, and she was using a blade spec, a ninja, and she was able to one-shot the bosses, even though I was level 40.
Yep, she was able to
she can one-shot them.
Yep.
Yeah, sneaking behind him, bam.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
She convinced.
Wow.
I was screwing around with the DPS, melee DPS guy the other day to make a video, and she specifically asked about that stuff, and that's why I kind of rushed through it yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Finish it off.
But yeah, it was pretty beast. It was pretty beast. It was pretty crazy. I don't remember it being that easy when I was at that level, but
with that,
lots of change.
With the Night Warrior build, go around, sneak up.
Yeah, that's right.
And one shot him.
Yep. Yeah.
But then the rest of the mob
that was new too, actually. Yeah, exactly. But the night. When did that come out? That was it was after Alerts. And they did the whole and his name isn't Nighthawk. What's his name again?
Nighthawk Alert. Yeah, Nighthawk.
Is it Nighthawk? Okay, yeah. Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Nighthawk. Yeah. When they brought him out, that's when they bought that Night Avenger. Yep. And yeah.
You got the inflection on
that. That was a great thing they did. Cape Crusader. It's about time.
Yep. Yeah, let's kill some of these guys. We can still chat and talk.
Agreed.
Drop something on our heads.
Yeah. So you have to tell me about this achievable, this perk that you get from here.
I don't think
because I haven't really. It's. I've seen that dance, and loved it. Even though I'll probably never use it on Malcolm, but
the what?
I didn't know it was a Vibora Bay thing.
Which one?
That Thriller dance.
Oh, the Thriller dance. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that is genius.
Yep.
I mean, it's not as good as the Unusual dance, but it is worth having.
Yeah,
it's worth having.
There's probably only maybe 500 people maybe that have it in the game.
Oh yeah, understood. I think it's 5,000 of everybody.
Yeah, it's a crazy number. It's a pain in the butt to get.
Yeah. You know which one is that's I love from here is Sammy's dollies.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Finding all the dolls.
I definitely wasn't going to do that more than once.
Copy that. I'm actually doing that with Mr. Incognito. Marcus has it because Marcus is my oldest, Marcus Titan.
But your main.
Mr. Incognito is looking at it. Yeah, my main. Yeah, even though I haven't played him much these days, but he's just so much fun. I mean, oh my goodness. So much fun to play.
Belting stuff across the zone, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like such a good hybrid of like Hulk moves and, classic Thing moves and so on.
Yeah.
The moment I became LTS and I made him freeform, that was such a great thing.
Yeah.
That was such a great thing.
I didn't get LTS until last year, early 2017. And I was really
no way.
I was really on the fence about it because I didn't know how much longer this game was going to be around, but I'm really glad I did.
Yeah, agreed. I'm hoping they start moving back, bringing some more content, like more classic content, like adventure packs, working on the Nemesis confrontation and system.
A lot of things kind of fell to the
that's
wayside.
why. Yeah. And I know they have a small crew now, and a lot of them went to Neverwinter and other games, but I mean, come on, this is pop culture. The
amount of content coming out's really kind of impressed me for the crew they have.
Agreed. We were talking about it before when they did Grand Gravatar Onslaught.
Onslaught, yep.
Yeah, when that came out, that's when you notice it's like, okay, someone's back in a driver's seat. Things are good again.
Yep.
And
then the Cosmics.
Remember those days? Yep. The Cosmics came, a little while after. because that was yeah, I think so. But it was around the same time, because that was the whole Telios Ascended thing, which
right.
story-wise was great, and because I'm a big lore buff in Champions, but just to see Telios again and make him relevant. But they got to bring Ment on. They got to get Ment on. They got to give him his day.
Yeah.
They got to have like a what do you call it? A cosmic Menton event in the desert. Oh, that would be awesome. In Stronghold,
I think they need
brilliant.
I think they need one in Millennium City. I know it's kind of
that'd be good.
I know it's kind of like the social hub, and that's really all it's used for anymore. But
yeah,
it seems like something could be done.
Well, all the technology aside, like all the technical hang-ups aside, who would you put in Millennium City as a cosmic?
Oh, jeez.
Because they already have.
I think having something with Viper, the various, Freon, like in different areas.
Yeah.
Where you got to take them all down at the same time, and then it unlocks like the Supreme Serpent, or the freaking awesome giant snake from Serpent Lantern.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Like all these guys
that would be a good idea.
People are attacking, or all the signature Viper villains are attacking different areas, and you got to take them down. Kind of similar to how they did it in the Q Zone.
Yes. Oh, that would be great. That would be great.
Be kind of a cool mechanic.
They already did the top guys like Gravatar, Grond, and so on. I wish they'd done a better job with Grond though, like separating him from that whole Telios Ascendant, kind of doing him on his own.
Grond.
But I'm glad they brought him back. Yeah, Grond.
They're actually using him for something other than frustration in the desert.
Yeah. Yep. Those were the days, though. I'm gonna pop in.
Yep.
The old Grond Hunt days.
Yeah, a long time ago. So, what brought you to this game specifically? Besides, was it the lore?
No. It was Marvel Universe Online. I was anxious about that, and it didn't happen. And it kind of fell by the wayside because of Warcraft and other games. And then I don't remember how. It may have been an ad or a YouTube commercial or something. And I said, Champions, I'm in. I remember those guys. And then later on, I found out it's the same thing. It was the old. They actually used the old Marvel Online system.
Yeah.
Which kind of explains like the dynamic of how people move, like the 3-point landing they do when they land. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, and so on. It just feels very Marvel-esque, or very classic comic.
You get the swinging travel,
which is one of the things that kind of keeps me in this style. I love their style, their graphic style.
It feels like a modern style. It's not too sci-fi, not too fantasy. It's in between.
Yeah, it feels very Silver Age comic. It feels like you're looking at a living comic book. The colors they use, the styles they choose, like they're all kind of just a bit before 90s, kind of around that 90s feel. Aside from the Golden Age and whatnot, and Dark Ages and so on. But it's got that like if you look at the anime style and like the way the jeans look, it's kind of very 90s. They even have that satchel with the pouch on it somewhere. That they used to have in the 90s. That's like, how can you have that in a game as fashion? It's like, no, that's sacrilege. That's dad wear.
They have a whole costume set called 90s. 90s straps, 90s.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yep, and it looks a lot like the whole Cable thing, yeah.
So what was it that got you to this game? What got you here and kept you here?
Let's see. The superhero MMO. And the fact that it was Champions and it had heroes from decades ago that I could port over into a living world. That was the main thing that got me. What kept me here was the Nemesis system, because I was able to go even farther back with heroes I created, as a kid, when you're playing with friends and making comic books and so on, and you can all of a sudden bring them back and just, invigorate your heroes with your own classic set of villains,
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
That was what kept me.
Watching you talk in first person view, your character, it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, you know what? I should put on more of a voice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, I came here for the comic feel. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, you gotta stop because I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
Yes, this is werewolves. We like Silver Age comics. Yeah.
What would you change about the game if you could?
What would I change? Oh goodness. Oh man, don't get me started. Whew. Where should we begin?
Oh goodness. It's like, let me bring out my list.
Yeah. Whew. I should wrote some of this down. I put more attention to adventure packs. I would continue with them. It's just, I don't know. It's really where I thought the game would be going as far as end game. With all the stories and, bolstering Champions lore in their own way. I don't feel as though this is the actual Champions lore. This is more, like a different universe, spanning from like the 80s, and then as soon as the whole thing happens with the destruction of Detroit, then it goes off on its own. And they should go with that, like add more, finish the Whiteout storyline.
Oh yeah, well, is that like a module in the pen and paper?
Yeah.
So
it's no, I actually don't know if it's pen and paper. Pen and paper. Last time I played Champions pen and paper was like the 80s. So Classic Destroyer I remember, but and Mechanon was there too.
Yep, Mechanon. He's recent for the game.
But yeah, I'm so happy they bought him back though. I'm so happy they made him Mark 42. That was genius. But yeah, things to do with the game. Oh man, there's so much stuff that they can add and do with Champions, because heroes are such a thing right now. Like comic book heroes is making billions in pop culture. They can do, and they have one of the best, in my opinion, IPs for heroes. It's got decades of lore. The characters are interesting. They're not starting like this stuff is older than Image, and a lot of the stuff they're thinking of making movies on now.
Oh yeah, they could be making movies about some of this. The lore's been built from this.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Of course,
that would absolutely be fun.
You saw what happened to the Dungeons and Dragon movies, the two of them, which are absolutely horrendous.
Oh yeah, that would be painful.
Oh, I was so mad about that. We're cranking it up to
elite. Same.
We're cranking it up to elite.
Nice. Did you see it in the theater, Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
With the Wayne brother?
Oh yeah, actually, I think I did. I was in Germany. If I remember.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so, same. I saw it in the theater and it was painful.
And I was like, oh god.
That Wayne brother, or that Wayne brother, he dies halfway through, and I was like, yeah, I get you. You just wanted out. He didn't care. He just wanted out. But I think a Champions film would be, or Champions series in some way would be a fantastic thing, especially now.
Yeah, a lot of the writing's already done.
Yeah, exactly, and Champions has a lot more of a sort of campy, classic Silver Age type feel than the whole dark feel that they're going. Well, they got the whole dark Champions too, but a lot of the comic-based film or film that we're getting is kind of taking a step
DCU.
on the dark side. Yeah, like they're kind of going dark, and it'd be nice to see something, with a bit of camp and a bit of classic heroic.
So, what's your favorite, as far as a game goes, what's your favorite play style? You're
Favorite play style?
You kind of seem like a DPSer.
Yeah, I'd have to say DPSer because most of my characters are DPS. It's kind of halfway between tank and DPS. But it's hard to actually say I'm a DPSer in playstyle because I really play based on character. Like I'll make sacrifices to my DPS because that character wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have like.
You like to stick to themes.
Yeah. I'm, if that makes sense, I like to stick to themes. Marcus is kind of an anomaly because he's so old and so built up. He's able to last with cosmics and so on. He's able to, tank a cosmic or off tank Telos Ascendant. But he's not designed for that. In a lot of ways, he'll break down. Like I might boost up his strength and take away his defense or his constitution, and he wouldn't last a second. But then I'll say like, okay, I'll put it back on because he should be stronger than this guy, but not this guy. Other characters in my lore, and it works. He's able to actually stand up against the cosmic again. But to answer your question, most of my characters are DPS based.
Kind of DPS.
But yeah, theme is definitely my play style.
Yep. So RP.
I tend to enjoy. I used to. I haven't RP'd in about 4 years, but in most cases I'll still play in character. Like the whole thing, like Malcolm and Marcus. After a grab, they'll just walk away. They won't get anything. They'll just as soon as when that little column comes up with the XP.
Oh yeah.
He'll just walk through. It's like job is done. I'm out. And walk away. Or just to like emote while you're waiting for a cosmic or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or standing in Club Capri waiting for alerts to pop. I'll just sit there as
a little bit of immersion.
As atmosphere.
Yeah, immersion.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll go and I'll chill and just sort of be atmosphere rather than it's like participate in any sort of RP. Just kind of like chill. It won't be so loud and all the duels going on outside. Just kind of get there. People are walking by. People are still kind of courteous. Like they won't bump into you. It's kind of like just a bit more mature, a bit more sophisticated. You could kind of just sit there, wait for your alerts. Do whatever type of modding, and just without the explosions.
Yeah.
And then you take a cosmic, and then you get explosions.
So have you ever lots of them? Yeah, continuously. So you play any other games besides Champions?
Oh, absolutely. Warframe is a favorite.
Warframe
is a huge favorite. Yeah, Warframe, EO, Elder Scrolls Online, The Division. I can go on.
Division, yeah, that was the first shooter on it.
Yep. Over the shoulder kind of. Tom Clancy thing. I think it was one of Tom Clancy's last games. I think he was still alive when it was in production. I don't think he had any real input. It's just something Ubisoft owns.
Yeah.
But it feels a lot like I don't know if you remember Rainbow Six Vegas.
Forever ago.
Wait, why am I letting you pull? I should be in here taking you guys apart.
Because I'm a blaster and I'm not very smart.
Nah. Well, considering the video you made just the other day, you're smart.
Oh, like I said, I just like
Not
math.
Yourself credit. Oh, yeah.
See, crank it up to elite and we get drops.
Nice. Yeah, I can use the cash.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get to those.
Get the G's, right?
Yep. Gotta get those cosmic Wraith or Cosmic Wrath.
Wrath
Epics.
and Rage, and yeah, the Cosmic Gear is a pretty good addition.
Yeah, that's another thing I'd hope they would do. Is make it so your old gear, like, and this is just an idea, boost everything up to level 50, right? Give us a level advancement, but don't get rid of the gear. Still keep the gear relevant, and make it so you could boost the gear. So instead of having just Justice, you have like Justice Alpha, which is like around level 45. And you have like Justice Prime or Justice Omega,
almost
which
like
is like level.
Neverwinter has
50.
what they call the artifact system, where you have to
Exactly.
invest certain things into it in order to boost it up to the next level.
Exactly.
You just have to keep constantly investing in it to keep bringing it up.
Yes. So you're still keeping level 40 and its content relevant, but you're able to move up from that. And speaking about making this game, doing things in the game, to make it more fun, the whole thing with making content like this, like they have so much content that is really good that you out-level in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yep. It's so easy to out-level with the alert system.
Yeah, you out-level it. Yeah, like that West Side, that gang war thing, it's hilarious, and it's so much fun.
Yep.
But you out-level it, and that's it. You go to Canada, or you go to the desert. Mm-hmm. I've been dying to go back and find, what's that guy? The guy with half a face. He's in the desert, and he's all about preaching radiation, and there's a site.
Not Ferd. If you,
it's not the Crisis. It's after that. It's after that. And I think if you fail it, there's an explosion in the background, or if you succeed, there's an explosion. I haven't done that since.
I haven't seen that explosion. The old, you set off a bomb in the partitioned off place in the back.
Yes, that's right. It's covered with a radioactive sphere. That's an actual mission, and I don't remember how to get to that mission. And every time I'm leveling up, I out-level it. Like I'll go to Stronghold and fight Menton, and by then you're already way out-leveled it. But I want to go back in that mission because I remember how fun it was. But I can't remember how it starts. But one thing they should do is make it so once you hit level 40, you're able to do all the content again.
Flashback.
And reward exactly. Yeah, like flashback, but you rewarded mods. Not whatever they give us. What are they always giving us? That's basically a useless currency.
Yeah, just
until recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like either make until recognition a bit more relevant, or give it a much higher cap because it's kind of just there.
Would be nice, but when was the last time you actually went in and looked at the until stuff? I used the snot out of it.
I checked actually earlier this week, to be honest.
I don't think there's anything really permanent you can get from it. Man, I'm losing my voice.
Costume. Yep.
Yeah, the costume stuff.
Your costume stuff. Really, I mean, there's nothing. Once you have the costume pieces, it's just it's kind of a useless currency.
I
mean, there's other things you can get, like devices. Yeah, exactly. There's devices and such, but they go quick and they're not really that powerful.
No,
it's better to get drifters devices.
They're
fun.
I use the devices on my. The next video I'm doing for builds is going to be the freaking pet build, which is a nightmare.
Oh, nice.
Pets in this game are just so weird.
Yeah.
It's just, you basically just summon a mob and just let them tear loose. And just keep...
You can control them.
Yeah, but they're so stupid. There's no use controlling them. I just let them go. I'm probably playing them wrong, but I'm... when I had a mob, I think 30 at one point. Of just dudes, basically a platoon running around with me, wiping stuff out for me.
Fascinating.
It's pretty interesting.
You see, I've actually only tried it once, and that was on a build with Max Force, my Impulse guy. He had like the whole gadgets, heal bots. I don't know what they're called. And I would try to just send them out to heal people and whatnot. And it was all right, but having them
It's a lot
just
of
as, in combat, yeah, it's an incredible amount of, like, I give respect whoever whoever can use that in a cosmic battle or any type of adventure pack, respect, because that is way too much. Like right now we're using 12 keys with our power set, which I love, but once you have that extra little pad on top, that's another level.
Yeah.
That's another level.
I'm using
meta.
Let's see. I'm using a joystick with 4 powers and shift and block. Block.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's one of the videos
controller?
on my channel. Yeah, it's one of the videos on my channel.
Nice.
It's
nice.
The G13.
Yeah, I've got to try that. I've got to try that because this was going to be ported to Xbox. I think Xbox 360
like
or maybe original
real
one.
gaming controller. No, I don't have one of those.
Okay.
I have a gaming keypad. They're called, but it has a little joystick on the side.
Oh.
And
Copy that.
I put all my powers on this little joystick, so I can just hold the joystick over. Like when
feel you.
Like you hear that clicking sound in that last video. That's the joystick
Yep.
me holding over on to the left, and then just letting go when I need to stop or block or something. So you hear snap.
Nice.
You hear that sound.
Yep. Oh, nice. Nice.
It works out great, and I can't use a regular keyboard anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I know what you mean.
All right. Well,
I use an MMO mouse actually. I use the Corsair. I can't remember what it's called. And Corsair mechanical keyboard, just because it feels they're big enough for my hands, and they feel so good. Like you feel it. So when you hit a key, you hit a key.
You ever use a trackball?
There's not a slip up. It's just.
Oh yeah, you hit it, and it's a positive click and then recoil.
Exactly. Yep.
Your keyboard has recoil.
Yeah, you can feel, it's like tap. It's like you got it. And with the Corsair mouse, it doesn't feel like a toy so much. Like it's got a bit of weight, and it's positioned so your thumb can move all across like 1 through 12. So when you're doing, you've got your active defense, your active offense,
nice.
boom, boom, boom. Like you can do it on the fly. Yeah.
That's
you can do it on the fly. So it's a.
Yeah, I use a thumb ball basically. So my mouse is with my thumb, and everything else, my fingers control little buttons on there too. So my tab button, so I can tab between bad guys and whatnot.
Oh, nice. Nice. I got to figure out how that works. Because I've been trying to get the whole tab targeting thing to work. It doesn't work for me. I don't know why. It's only like I'll get the nearest one, and I can fight. But once I start doing tab targeting, it just becomes a mess. Everything's all over the place.
It's an options thing.
It's like yeah.
Let's see, options, controls. Scroll down towards the bottom there. You have the auto attack. Where is it? Auto target priority. It's in what tab does, near to far or left to right or camera center and then out. So you gotta choose which one you want.
Okay.
Best place to
I'm hoping you will help. I'm hoping it'll improve my coordination. Because when I get in there and I hit, when you hit one and you got like the nearest guy, and all of a sudden you hit it again, you got the next guy. It's like, oh, so you just keep on hitting it to get to the, so I got to get back to that guy. I accidentally clicked the wrong one.
Oh yeah, that's a pain.
So it ends up, I end up being messy, and then people start yelling in chats like, "What are you doing? You targeted baby." It's like, no, really, just give me a sec.
Okay. Fun stuff. So, what other games did you play? You played not Neverwinter. Do you play currently?
Actually, I did play Neverwinter.
You did play?
Oh, currently, well, I haven't played Neverwinter in quite some time, but GTA 5 Online,
Gotcha.
Warframe, and ESO pretty much. I haven't. Well, the Division I'm in once in a while because they have some great. The way they do their monetization is lovely. Like they just keep on throwing stuff at you, and the game is pretty. It's a bit tactical, but it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. It feels a lot like the classic Rainbow Six Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing with their Dark Zone, that it brings back the whole PvP that you kind of feel in Warcraft, where you're, a PvP server, when you're walking in an area and you don't know if someone's going to get you and take your stuff type thing. It's that, because once you get in the Dark Zone, you can't get anything unless you extract it. So if you've got that elite piece you're looking for, and you want to have it, you want to keep it, you've got to extract it because it's contaminated in the Dark Zone. So you got to go and like call for your air support to come and pick you up, and it's all like everyone can hear you, right? They know where it's coming, so you got all these rogues, all these people who want your stuff coming in on you, or it might be someone else who's trying to give you help, but you don't know.
That sounds horrible.
Right? You don't know. I mean, they might turn on you at the last second. Yeah, it's horrible, but if you take it for that, right? If you go in there thinking, I know I'm going to lose something. I know I'm going to lose. I know that when I go in there, I can't trust anyone. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and get people or roll with people, or I might just, try and sneak some gear out this way while they're over there. But you got to go with that thought. You can't go in thinking,
you got to commit early.
Oh, I'm going to get this. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to go and I'm going to try, but I'm probably going to get murdered. If I find my stuff, I got to call for backup. There's something they say, never go into Dark Zone alone, and that's absolutely true.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a great game, but my favorite game is Warframe, but by far. Like Champions, would be, but, Warframe by far. It's just, the community is fantastic. The game, like, it's the ultimate stress relief. I cannot even start. If you have a bad day, you go in there with Rhino, and you go into like the Void, stress gone.
I've never
stress gone.
Never played Warframe.
Oh, it is a beautiful thing. If you like to min-max, Warframe is a fantastic game, because I don't min-max in Champions, but in Warframe, always I'm like throwing stuff here, throwing stuff there. It's all about, getting my gear up and, improving this and building this and making this the best. But and it takes days, sometimes like months. But once you get it, you feel that you've got it. It's like you've earned that.
You like to build a Scunionator, huh?
Yeah. But don't get me started on Warframe. I'll go on for days.
So
and we're in Champions, and I'm like, oh man, don't get me started.
Hey, you're committed here. You're a lifetime subscriber, so that means you're committed.
Yeah.
It means I'm going to be harassing
absolutely.
you much more.
Absolutely. Marcus, Malcolm, these characters live here. I just come and visit. The lifetime subscription is just, a key to the door.
Yes, it is. I've really enjoyed this game over the last couple of years. I've been really impressed with the amount of updates they're doing to it, and I'm just real happy. And I don't think I'm going to edit anything out of this. We're just going to run it raw for 45 minutes.
Have me blabbing on for years.
Hey,
nice.
You've got insight to this game and how it compares to other games, and I'm sure people are going to be like, "Hey, I saw you on this, and what do you think about this?" And that's what helps build a community, if you ask me.
Agreed. Champions does have a very dedicated community. There's the RPers, the duelers, there's the min-maxers, and the cosmic. Dedicated cosmic players so on. But
I got a couple of those guys lined up to harass, and you got me Thunder X to harass for the role players.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw him early today. I saw him in Club Caprice. But yeah, he's around. There's a few. I actually have someone else for you as well. Kat. Kat is CAT. She leads a guild. I keep on forgetting her gamer tag, because I know her as Kat. That's right, Splayed.
Yeah.
Splade. It's at Splade.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere.
At Splade. Yeah.
I keep telling people I got a great big hard drive, but I got the processor for Pocket Watch. It'll take a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many community people in the community who are iconic in the game. You know, you've seen them for years. You may not have met them, but you've seen them and you know them. You know, it's like, oh, hey, you're so and so. And it's kind of an interesting concept because, you know, you're in this game where you're building or making a hero, and 7 years later, 9 years later, you've become this icon where people can see you and say, hey, you're so and so, or you're not you're not are you still doing this or something like that? Today I ran into there was someone named Sparrowhawk who I've seen years ago, and I don't know them personally, but I know the character because I said, oh, that's a really interesting character. It's kind of like it's a Mockingbird type thing. It's like, oh, it's very interesting. I'd see them around, you know, once in a while, and I saw them pop on recently, and they kind of changed their look. So I asked them, said, are you still a street hero? You know, and they don't know me. I don't think I've ever spoken to them, but I know that character because, you know, we've been in Millennium City and I've seen them around doing their thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're back. And Black Ice is another one. I mean, there are a million Black Ices, but there's one Black Ice, in particular. I was always planning to make an ice character. One that was based on a character I made as a child while we're making comics with my friends that was based on Iceman, of course. And I saw his character and I was like, I'm not going to make him. I'm not going to make an ice character because I like his. His is better than what I was thinking of. I could only hope to actually play with them at some point. So, you know, I can have
awesome.
Marcus or Chaos Phoenix team up with them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's better for me to do that than to actually make a ripoff or to make it's like, no, I'll team up with them. That's a great character. I actually spoke to him.
In your personal canon, that became the character.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. But I wouldn't be so bold as to, you know, without permission, you know, take his character into my canon. But,
well,
but yeah, like
as far as game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I kind of left the whole ice thing at the side and like, yeah, someday I'm going to team up with them. And that will be the best thing I can hope for with Ice. That's but I just talked to him the first time the other day. Actually, he popped on and he wasn't on for months, and I was like, "Hey, you're back."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Do I know you?" Nope.
There's people I've seen for years, and I just never go and talk to them. And once you do, it's like, "Oh my God, why haven't I done this before?" You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Marcus Titan. Yep. There you go.
And
I have no idea.
Yep.
I have no idea how we got. It was. I mean, it's only been like a week. But there was something going on, and
you were actually how I found out about you was a friend of mine from a different game I'm playing. It was Ghost Recon Wildlands. I got her to come over to Champions again because she actually played it in the past, but she said, "Oh yeah, I'll give it a try again." And we were playing, but she needed to know how to do some stuff. So she was looking at you. She did a search on Google, and she was looking. She found your Cosmic Healer video.
Yep, I remember now.
And yes. And while we were playing, she was like, "Hey, this video is pretty good." And I've seen like Stegro Lawless. I've seen Iron Marble and other videos, and I was like, "Who is it?" And she said, "It's Avadans."
Advance
Champions Online. I was like, I've never heard of it. Looked at it, and I was going through a few of them, and I was like, this is great. And it was the grind that I saw that I really enjoyed because it was interviews about people in the community, and I haven't seen anything like that done for Champions. It's always been specs or like, this is my opinion on that. It's like, boom. I was like, that is a great idea. And it wasn't until I was playing, I was going through one of your videos, and I said, "Hey, I was tanking Mama with you the other day. I was tanking Telosaurus was Marcus. Like, I remember that guy. And then when I saw you there, like, a couple days after, I was like, hey, man, I saw your videos. They were pretty awesome. You got to do more of this. You got to do more. And it was the devices. Like, you got to do a second devices because of your videos, that device video, I went and got some other devices and I bolstered up Voltaic.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. And I was like, oh man, because he's a character build, but he can do like cosmics and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But all these things added to that character, like so much, just little things like, I can't remember the names of them. I'm not on them, but
the
all these little things that added to
dome.
it. Yeah, humidity dome. There was the passive, the other passive one that had like, it was a volt. It's called like a volcanic.
Oh yeah.
Electric shock or something.
Electric
And
shock.
yeah.
Another great one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was messaging you saying you got to do a second devices video.
Yeah.
There's so much I want to know about them that they don't explain.
I have stuff written down in here somewhere about those.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing I was going to ask you. And even though you're rolling right now, I shouldn't even say it, but it's to the whole thing about Epic Gear. That would make an excellent video, because there's the whole thing with Distinguished Gear and the new one that does healing, and then where they put it, Virtuous. They have the freedom-based defense gear on Distinguished, but the fitness-based on Virtuous. And I myself don't really get the whole freedom thing. Like, I have an idea, but I really don't want to put it on anyone. You know, I don't really have anyone who can use that. And a video explaining that would be awesome.
Imagine a tank.
Like all the Epic gear, bonuses, and you know what it's good for.
With the freedom, imagine a tank that can't be held.
Yeah. But wouldn't like physique? Well, not physique, but like constitution or defense be better?
No,
or because
you get it from other things. It's all.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about tying the builds together. Right? I see exactly what you're saying, but they didn't want to make. They didn't want to make a freaking. I mean, they call it the brick, but they didn't want to make a brick. Basically, someone's make this unkillable character that, with some of the other pieces of gear, can just taunt stuff from across the map and draw everything in, and he can just stand there and doesn't need any healing. So. But with the quick steps from the anti-snared tank power, it makes you it increases your movement speed, and then you can't be held. So now you can drag things around and adjust where you're at. It's just a lot of weird steps that makes you think, oh, that makes sense when you see it.
Yeah, and you know what? You're exactly right, because in designing these guys as a character, that is also a good thing, because it's not just like, you don't have to have a brick. You can have someone that can't be held. You can have someone who's like, you know, who's free to move, like Kid Kinetic as a tank. Would love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Marcus, maybe not so much.
Yeah,
but
well, Marcus is a big dude who's like, yeah, come at me, bro. You know.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing I have to say. Speedster archetype. Must be done. Cryptic, if you're listening, Speedster archetype. I can hear everyone who's watching this video say yes in comments on this Speedster archetype.
I'm gonna put that.
Must be done.
That's gonna be voted in the comments now.
Yeah. Speedster archetype.
Yeah,
absolutely. Even if it's just like bolster. Yeah. We'll go on forever, because like we've talked in the past just about things, and it's hard to bring it up. You know, doing when you have to have hard drive space.
Yeah, we're supposed to be killing things right now.
You can go on.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I know. We're just standing. It's like, welcome to my bar.
Yep.
You want something to drink? We have blood, and we have blood.
Oh God. Alrighty, well, hey, man, thanks for taking your time out of your busy schedule and hanging out and chatting.
My pleasure, man.
And
my pleasure.
You know, we went for almost 55 minutes now, and I think I got enough.
How has it been that long? Nice.
Also,
nice.
we'll definitely be doing this again. Maybe we'll get some more people in on this.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun.
We'll do something a little more different.
Do an adventure pack.
Oh, God. Mass loves adventure packs.
Oh, he and I both.
I've done Whiteout so many times. I just, oh, God.
Oh. And that demon flame, huh? Like Aftershock?
Yeah, those are scary.
Aftershock?
I give a damn.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that freaking... The one where you gotta save the girl, that's freaking...
Exactly! That is dark! That is really dark. Like, I wouldn't let my nephews or nieces play this. Like, no, time to go to bed. That is dark. And the fail state is incredible, because I don't want to spoil it, just in case someone who's watching doesn't, but play it and try to save them. Just, please, try to save them. Yep. Because it just takes a dark turn, and you're like, oh my God,
and
what happened?
The psyche of these people, it's basically their personal hell. And it's just scary.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, just incredible. Yeah, they gotta do more of those. Make them small, make them episodic. Once a year, but they gotta do more.
Well, they did with the Menton, or not Menton, oh my God, the robot. Jesus.
Oh yes, Mechanon.
Mechanon, where you're into person's head.
That's right. That's right. They actually concluded that with that was the conclusion of all the stuff you found around the desert and so on.
Yeah.
About Mechanon. That's
it's all tied
very well done
to the desert from Beta.
Yeah. Yep.
From Beta of this game, and they were hinting at this stuff, and then Mechanon finally shows up. 8 years later?
Finally shows up. Yep. I have a friend who lives in Japan. He's actually the creator of a character of mine, Jim the Demon, and he used Mechanon in the comics he used to make when we were kids. And I have yet to send him pictures of the Jim the Demon, his Jim the Demon I made in Champions. But I want to go. I haven't done it yet, but I have to go and fight Mechanon with him, and then say, "Here, look at this."
You get high.
Sorry?
Oh, it's an army thing. Get high.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah, it'd be good stuff.
So much goodness.
So much fun. Again, thank you for stopping by, and I'm gonna hook you up with something cool later.
Sweet.
Because we didn't get any good drops. So yeah, well,
I'm just here for the bodies. I'm just like, I'm just glad to be in VB with Malcolm.
Yeah.
just taking down some werewolves or whatever.
Alrighty. Well, thanks much and stay safe.
You too, brother. Be good.